In this video, once again, I am going to discuss about the dependence upon the refractive index. In the study video, already I have given you when a lens is immersed in a liquid, then if the lens is immersed in a liquid whose refractive index is less than the refractive index of material of lens, then inside that liquid, the focal length of the lens will increase. And already I have given the formula in the previous video. How can we find the focal length of the lens in air in that case? Second case, if the lens is immersed in a liquid whose refractive index is equal to the refractive index of material of lens, then in this case, the focal length of the lens becomes infinite. And if the focal length of the lens becomes infinite, it means that lens is behaves like a transparent glass plate, and that lens is invisible in that liquid. And third case which I am going to discuss here, if the lens is immersed in a liquid whose refractive index is greater than the refractive index of material of lens. And in this case, the focal length of the lens inside the liquid becomes negative. Negative means inside the liquid, the lens will change its behavior. If the convex lens will immerse, then it behaves like concave. And if the concave lens will immerse, then it behaves like a convex. So these three possibilities, either lens is immersed in liquid, either less than the refractive index of material of lens, are equal to the refractive index of material of lens, are greater than the refractive index of material of lens. So in the case of greater than, if refractive index of liquid with respect to air is greater than refractive index of glass with respect to air, so in this liquid, when this lens be immersed, then that lens will change its behavior. Change its behavior means when convex lens will immerse, then it behaves like concave. And when concave lens will immerse, then it behaves like a convex. And how can we find the focal length of the lens in this case inside the liquid? So 1 upon FL is equal to refractive index of glass with respect to liquid. क्यों? क्योंकि ये लिक्विड में डुबाया जाएगा तो इस लेंस के चारों तरफ लिक्विड होगा, सराउंडिंग मीडियम लिक्विड हो गया, एयर नहीं है, -1 and here 1 upon r minus 1. And when you will calculate at place of refractive index of glass with respect to liquid, you can write refractive index of glass with respect to air upon liquid with respect to air. And when you will solve it, then the focal length of that lens becomes negative. And negative focal length represents that the changing in behavior of the lens in this liquid. For example, suppose if the lens is placed in a medium such that refractive index of the surrounding medium is n1 and the refractive index of material of lens is n2. So here surrounding medium, refractive index n1 and refractive index of material of lens n2, same thing here. And if anybody asks you in these three figures, what is the relation between n1 and n2? n1 और n2 में क्या relation है? It means this lens is placed in a medium whose refractive index is n1. And in this case, since this one is a convex lens, and convex lens means it always converges the rays, so it is also called converging. And in this case, since the nature of this lens is remains same, so you can say relation between n1 and n2 means here n1 is less than n2. इसका मतलब सराउंडिंग मीडियम का रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स कम रहा होगा रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स ऑफ मटेरियल ऑफ लेंस से. In this case, the rays which passes through this lens goes without any deviation, and such type of the behavior shows by the transparent glass plate. अगर transparent glass plate पे राइट नॉर्मली फॉल करेगी तो सब सीधी निकल जाएगी, लेकिन यहाँ पे लेंस पे फॉल करने के बाद ये सीधी निकल जा रही है. इसका मतलब ये लेंस ऐसे मीडियम में रखा रहा होगा जिसका रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स लेंस के मटेरियल के रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स के बराबर रहा होगा. इसका मतलब यहाँ n1 n2 के क्या है, बराबर है. तभी ये ट्रांसपेरेंट ग्लास प्लेट की तरह बिहेव करने लगा. और ट्रांसपेरेंट ग्लास प्लेट पे जब कोई रेज नॉर्मली फॉल करेगी इस तरह से तो क्या करेगी, विदाउट एनी डेविएशन चल जाएगी. एंड इन दिस केस यू सी, since this lens is convex, its nature is converge the lens, converge the rays. But here it diverges the rays. ये रेस को डाइवर्ज कर रही है और डाइवर्जिंग नेचर ऑफ द लेंस, whose nature is diverging the rays, concave. इसका मतलब कॉन्वेक्स लेंस बिहेव कर रहा है कॉनकेव की तरह. ये कब होगा, जब सराउंडिंग मीडियम का रिफ्रैक्टिव इंडेक्स ज्यादा हो इस मटेरियल ऑफ लेंस से. It means here M1 is greater than M2. In this way you can find the relation between M1 and M2. Now second one, dependence upon the radii of curvature. You know, in the lens maker formula, 1 upon f is equal to n minus 1, 1 upon r1 minus 1 upon r2. It means the focal length of the lens depends on two factors. First, the refractive index of material of lens, and second, the radii of curvature. And already I have discussed here how the focal length of the lens depends on the refractive index of material of lens. Now on the radii of curvature, how it depends. So dependence upon the radii of curvature. In this case, you can say first, for convex lens, for convex lens. Remember this one is a convex lens. And for convex lens, this one is first surface, this one is second surface. And for first surface, this one, its center of curvature is this side. It means this one is P1, C1. And for second surface, its center of curvature is this side. And suppose this one is P2 and P2, and suppose this one is C2. Now you see, P1 to C1, this distance is R1 and this one is R2. When you will use the sign convention, then this R1 is taken right hand side. It means for convex lens, R1 is positive and R2 is negative. So for convex lens, R1 is positive and R2 is negative. And when you will put the value of R1 and R2 in this formula with this proper sign, then you will get here 1 upon f is equal to n minus 1. 1 upon R1 means plus R1 minus 1 upon minus R2. And now this becomes 1 upon f is equal to n minus 1. 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. This is the formula, lens maker formula for convex lens. Remember this. When you will take convex lens with the proper sign convention R1 and R2, you will get 1 upon f is equal to n minus 1, 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. जैसे हम कह दें, a convex lens or equiconvex lens. Equiconvex lens means that convex lens whose radii of curvature for the both surfaces is same. तो अगर equiconvex lens हो, उसका radii of curvature दिया हो और refractive index of material of lens दिया हो और पूछे what is the focal length of that lens. तो अगर equiconvex lens है तो convex lens के लिए फॉर्मूला ये लगाइएगा 1 upon f is equal to n minus 1, 1 upon r1 plus 1 upon r2. And what value of radii of curvature is given, वो दोनों के लिए सेम रखिएगा अगर equiconvex lens है. And also you will put the value of refractive index of material of lens, and by using this formula you can calculate the focal length of that lens. And when we consider the concave lens, it means same lens maker formula when used for the concave lens. Then in the case of concave lens, suppose again there are two surfaces 1 and 2. So for this surface 1, its center of curvature left hand side and distance from P1 to C1, this one is R1. And for the second surface, its center of curvature is right hand side and distance from P2 to C2 is over here R2. And when you will take the sign convention, then this R1 is taken with what sign? Negative, and R2 is positive. So for concave lens, for concave lens, R1 is negative and R2 is positive. And now use this one. So 1 upon f is equal to n minus 1. 1 upon minus R1 and minus 1 upon plus R2. And in this you will get here 1 upon f is equal to n minus 1. Here you can write minus 1 upon R1 minus 1 upon R2. Or you can take this minus sign outside. So 1 upon f is equal to minus n minus 1 and here 1 upon R1. So remember this, when you will use the lens maker formula for convex lens or concave lens, then you will use this formula here. And second thing, suppose if it is given for plano convex lens. So for plano convex lens means, for that case, one surface is plane, and for plane surface, its radii of curvature is infinite. So for plano convex lens, suppose the curvature of this chord surface is given, then for other surface, plane surface, you will take 1 upon R1 means radii of curvature for the plane surfaces for plano convex lens. What is considered? Infinite. जैसे हम करें कि suppose if there be a convex lens, suppose this one is a equiconvex lens, this one, and this one is a equiconvex lens means radii of curvature for both surfaces same, and when it cut vertically, इसको सीधा vertically ऐसे काटते, and suppose earlier when it was complete, जब तक इसको हम काटे नहीं थे, मान ली इक्विकॉन्वेक्स लेंस था और इसकी फोकल लेंथ f थी एंड रेडियाई ऑफ कर्वेचर ऑफ ईच फेस मान लेते हैं r था, और जब इसको काट देंगे वर्टिकली, ये क्या बन जाएगा? इट बिकम्स टू प्लेनो कॉन्वेक्स लेंस. अब ये दो प्लेनो कॉन्वेक्स लेंस बन जाएगा ये इस तरह से. तो व्हाट विल बी द फोकल लेंथ ऑफ ईच प्लेनो कॉन्वेक्स लेंस? अब इसकी हर एक प्लेनो कॉन्वेक्स की फोकल लेंथ क्या हो जाएगी? पहले से घटेगी कि बढ़ेगी, क्या हो सकता है? तो फर्स्ट हाउ कैन वी कैलकुलेट इट? पॉसिबल, यूज द लेंस मेकर फार्मूला फॉर दिस कंप्लीट लेंस. क्या लिखेंगे? 1 upon f is equal to n minus 1, 1 upon r plus 1 upon r for convex lens. And since equiconvex lens, so radii of curvature of both surfaces be same. So you can write here 1 upon f is equal to n minus 1, and here you can write 2 by r. Suppose this equation number 1. Just for complete lens. And when it cut vertically into plano convex lens, and suppose the focal length of each plano convex lens is f dash. Again use the lens maker formula for this convex lens. So what you will write? For each plano convex lens, now you will write the lens maker formula 1 upon f dash is equal to n minus 1, 1 upon r, क्योंकि एक surface तो r है ही, and plus 1 upon infinite, or in this case you can say 1 upon infinite, and 1 upon infinite becomes 0. So you will get here 1 upon f dash is equal to n minus 1 into 1 upon r. Suppose this equation number. And in this case, when you will divide the equation 1 by equation 2, because your aim is to find the value of f dash, so you can write divide equation 1 divided by equation 2. So what you will get here? 1 upon f upon 1 upon f dash is equal to n minus 1, 2 upon r upon n minus 1 into 1 upon r. So n minus 1 is cancelled by n minus 1. And here you can write f dash upon f dash upon f is equal to 2 by r into r by 1. So r is cancelled by r. So f dash upon f is equal to 2. Then you can say f dash is equal to 2. It means when it cut vertically in form of two plano-convex lens, then for each plano-convex lens, its focal length becomes twice of this complete focal length of this lens. अगर मान लीजिए इस पूरे लेंस का फोकल लेंथ बाइकॉन्वेक्स लेंस का फोकल लेंथ मान लीजिए 10 सेंटीमीटर था, जिसको जब वर्टिकली काटा जाएगा तो प्लेनो-कॉन्वेक्स लेंस में, तो फॉर ईच प्लेनो-कॉन्वेक्स लेंस नाउ इट्स फोकल लेंथ बिकम्स हाउ मच 20 सेंटीमीटर. बट if the same lens is cut horizontally, ऐसे काट दिया जाए, if the same lens is cut horizontally, then in this case the focal length of each half will remain same. उस केस में focal length नहीं बदलेगी. तो बदलेगा क्या? But when the lens is cut horizontally in two halves, focal length will remain same, but the image formed by each half will be little blurred, धुंधला बनेगा comparatively to complete lens. So in this way you can apply the lens maker formula for finding the different situations. And now next topic is image formation by the thin lenses here, and in that thin lenses the image formed by the either concave lens or convex lens. And already in the class 10th it was given here for the different position of the object in front of either convex lens or concave lens, where the image will be formed here. So I hope maybe all of you know about this one here. For different position where the image will be formed by the convex lens as well as for the concave lens. So better once you go through that topic also either from the class 10th or you can say same topic is given also in class 12th. So once you read, then it will be what here remind your mind. And next one is linear magnification. Actually, linear magnification is what here? Linear magnification is the ratio of, and this linear magnification is calculated either by convex lens or for concave lens. And this magnification means linear magnification is the ratio of size of image to the size of object. And if the size of image is greater than size of object, then this magnification becomes greater than 1. And if the size of image is less than size of object, then this linear magnification comes less than 1. So linear magnification is simply the ratio of size of image to size of object. And in this way you can find out the linear magnification and also given the formula in terms of V and U. So today it's enough, you go through this one here. In the next video I will give you the next topic.